Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So NC State's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're going to ride this running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Slips away.
Oh my God! How y'all run that past me?
And they jump on top.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Hester. He looks that one in nicely. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
It's complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
NC State going up tempo. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made after the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He leaves it with his back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. They need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Smashes through the tackle. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. We're interested to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Fires into traffic. Picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Call your mom and tell your mom.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's second
Okay,
and 9.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I will take it, it's okay. You don't have to keep doing it.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. The Rebels get enough for the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and less than a yard, ball right at the 20. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the tackle. The Rebels get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Rebels! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I'm going to get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He makes the catch, close to the stakes, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Hester. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man, and he's brought down after a nice gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. 3:25. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
We're just going to want to see this guy make faster decisions as this game goes on. He had all day to throw that, guys. I mean, he could have worked through 7 or 8 different progressions on that play and still never decided to get rid of it until it was too late and finally got hit.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it, a late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.